The Bible says, parents, do not provoke your children. It says that the only part they remember is children obey your parents in the Lord. They don't see the not provoke your
the next chapter after that. Most adults seem to feel like the youth, younger generation should not be accorded any respect. That they are the only ones that should be respected. That is, adults are the only ones to be respected. Hi guys, and welcome back to DFP. Another exciting episode. Thank you for joining us so far. Thank you for always being there to watch. Thank you for always being there to share videos. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. We are really glad that you're doing that. But please do not relent. Don't forget to always share our comments. Don't forget to continue to like and watch, because that's what we're teaching it down for you to be able to watch for your viewing pleasures. So welcome again to another exciting episode, and this is episode 5. Just like yesterday. Alright, today we're talking about a very crucial topic.
sensitive topic.
Very sensitive topic, because as much as it looks like it is not significant, it is highly significant, especially to future parents and intending parents, and those who are even young parents now, like young adults who have given birth and still have their children at tender ages. So
the topic is it too much, or you just can't afford it?
Alright, yeah.
Is a child asking for too much, or you just can't afford it? And then how do you handle situations like that?
Yeah, so is it too much, or is it that you cannot just afford it? Knowing fully well that the Bible says that if you cannot take care of your family,
a man who cannot take care of his family is worse than an infidel. That's that. Okay.
I'll put the meaning of an infidel on the screen for you guys to see, so you know. But not criticizing anybody, not putting anyone under pressure, not putting any father.
Yeah, because you even understand the situation of things in the country and all of that.
Not putting anyone under pressure. Is it too much, or you can't just afford it? Because we've seen situations. We browsed through the net and saw a video particular of a girl that asked her dad for a particular thing.
An iPhone 8.
iPhone 8. In the generation of iPhone 8.
I think it was her birthday coming up, and she asked for an iPhone 8.
There's nothing this father and mother did not say to this little girl. This girl will be barely 20, maybe in an early 20s for sure, or late 19. Late teens and early 20s.
And it was her birthday coming up, so they asked her to ask for something, and she was like, she wanted an iPhone 8. And then the father just went ahead to insult. I think he basically called her a prostitute, actually, because he was like, he doesn't know what she's doing with her body, that she's asking for an iPhone 8. No offense though, but I mean, if you're going to use your body to get an iPhone, is it 8? For real?
No. The thing is, I gave her a blank check to ask for something, and you're expecting her to ask for what you're thinking in your head. Is it really possible? Because we're all about, she has not gotten admission, she's doing this, she's not in school, your mates are there, I don't feel safe, and
that his future is not safe in her hands if she's asking for an iPhone 8.
But you're telling us children that our futures are in our hands. So why should your own future be in my hands? Your future should be in your hands. No, am I saying something wrong? We grew up with the word that our future is in our hands.
Yeah.
Now it's your turn to carry your future. You're telling me your future does not feel safe in my hands. How?
Yeah.
It is really uncalled for. It is really demeaning.
For a father to even say that. And the funny thing is, the mother was in the same car with them, and the mom was she was literally supporting how the father was talking to the child, and saying she's very unserious, that she was basically that she's prostituting herself to get an iPhone or something. It was just crazy. Very crazy. Very crazy.
Such people would actually lose confidence in the society.
Honestly, wait, first question, let me ask you this. Was she asking for too much, or do you feel like the dad just couldn't afford it? Which is it?
In the era of iPhone 15 Pro, I've told myself, even when I want to change my phone to, if I want to start using iOS tomorrow, I can't use anything with a button.
Okay.
Like, if it's not X upwards, count me out. So she asked for an iPhone 8. it is not too much for you to provide. We've seen fathers that even buy 14, iPhone 13, iPhone 11 for their children. So I
Okay.
don't feel she asked too much. But I feel the pain the parents were actually holding was the fact that she had not gained admission. Forgetting the
So you
fact
think it
that,
was misplay? They were transferring aggression.
obviously,
Okay. What if? Okay, fine. May let's say they were transferring aggression, but what if it was a case where they couldn't afford it? How should they have handled it?
in case you couldn't afford it, there are ways and manner of approach. This is what this is one thing I don't agree with adults for manner of approach. They seem to feel like, or adults, or most adults seem to feel like the youth, younger generation should not be accorded any respect. That they are the only ones that should be respected. That is, adults are the only ones to be respected, which is really bad because talking about respect, respect is reciprocal. You cannot command respect, you earn respect. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So therefore, there are manners. Even when you speak to your children, there are ways you talk to them that they will reason with you. There are ways my mom would talk to me, and I'm like, I told her recently. There was one time we had one talk, family talk and stuff, and I said, this woman, you're just too wise. I'm sure I didn't even know that. Like I said it to that extent, but when I said it, I just got so happy in me that I can reason with what my mom has said, and what she said really made a lot of sense. So there are ways you can always not lash out on your children out of you not being able to provide for them.
Yeah.
It's not their fault that you're not able to provide for them, but always make them understand. Okay, baby girl, I cannot get you this. We've not gotten admission yet. Fine. God is the one that gives admission. Try your best and get admission, and I will make sure to provide this thing for you.
Okay.
But in the case where you cannot afford it, even if the promise you made was broken or not, there are ways you can do it. There are things you can do. Personally, for me, my dad, if he makes a promise and doesn't fulfill, he always knows a way to win our hearts back. When he says he will do this and that and doesn't do it, we just know that something else is coming to fill in that slot.
Yeah.
Either we have a family time out, either he comes home back with pizza and stuff, either he just comes home with telling my mommy not to cook. Anytime he tells my mommy don't cook, I'm coming home. I'll soon be at home. You know that okay, we are eating well this night, like we're eating foreign, we're eating international stuff and stuff. So that was, in fact, once that one happened, I can't even remember that I made one request and it did not fulfill it and it did not concern me again. He has already made us happy, and whatever at that point is of little concern to me.
Yeah. I think let me bring it from this angle too.
Yeah.
I feel like if it was a case whereby the father couldn't afford it, or if you can't afford something for a child,
Yeah.
and you know it's a need, I feel like the way you bring up your child too is also important, where your child is sensitive to the parents' feelings too. Because I think growing up, I don't think I ever asked for anything that was beyond what I knew my dad could afford. I don't think I ever did, and that was because I was brought up in a way where we were sensitive to the fact that my dad was doing his best, and sensitive to the fact that my mom too was trying her best for us. We were raised in a way where we were very sensitive to the fact that our parents were doing their best already. So there was no need to overburden them or ask for the world in quotes.
Yeah.
So I think the way upbringing through is kind of important in handling things like this. So if you know you brought up your child in a way where they don't feel too entitled, then I feel like even in the video that I saw, I don't think that girl. They didn't look like people that were suffering. Let's just put that out there. They didn't look like people that were suffering.
They were in their car now.
At all. They were in a very nice car.
Very nice car.
They didn't look like people that were suffering. So for her to ask for an iPhone 8, she knew obviously that they could afford it. So now demean your own child.
They didn't even dispute the fact that they can't get it.
Yeah.
So all the points they were raising were just against our asking for it in the first place. Exactly. That it should not be in a thought process. A phone is not the next thing in our life and stuff.
Yeah.
But then I feel that the girl could even open up to ask. They have a cordial relationship. Like she's free with her parents to that extent of being able to ask. Some will not ask. Some
Yeah.
will just go out of their way to make sure they get it.
And that's like
Whatever.
there's like there's so many parents now. And please, let's just be watchful. If your child brings home something that you know you did not buy for them, it should be a topic of discussion. Like, you should be bothered by it. Because I know of a family right now. This is not even to shame anybody. I know of a family right now that the sons, they got a mission maybe last year. They got, and both sons are using maybe an iPhone 12 or something right now. And I know for a fact that the family did not afford it for the child. I know for a fact they didn't buy it. They did not buy it. They cannot. I know for a fact that they cannot. But then nobody is asking them where they got these things. Nobody. So I feel like for the child to even be open with the parents like that, it's not as if that she's asking for one guy or sugar daddy somewhere. And the way they just handled it was completely wrong. The way they handled it was wrong. So I feel like we should just do better. Let's just do better in like our approach to correcting children or answering their needs in the future.
Let's also note that everyone has their future in their hands. Be you a parent, be you a child. Yes, every parent wants their children to take care of them. That's why they are taking care of them now, such that investing in them, investing and sowing the seed, such that when it's time for them to reap the bountiful harvest. This particular video, that child, if she's not strong enough, because I saw in the comment section or something like she's used to it, she has been hearing things like that from a very tender age. She cannot even cry again because she has lost. Yeah, because the girl's face was just very neutral. Her face was just very neutral. She didn't say anything. I was really sad when I saw the video. I was even hoping I didn't see it, but then thank God we saw it because we can discuss it now and it could yield to future parents. So my advice basically is that we keep our cool. Parents, please, let's keep our cool.
Is it too much or you just can't afford it?
Intending parents,
you cannot afford it, say so.
If you cannot afford it, there's nothing bad in not being able to afford things. In fact, with the economy and stuff, something of 100 naira yesterday can be 1,000 tomorrow. Yeah. So it's not bad when you can't afford things. Don't be pushed. Don't be provoked. Because sometimes there's a level of brokenness that can actually provoke someone to say stuff. But then when you are provoked, why not ask for guidance from God? And try to take a chill pill, talk to your wife, talk to someone who can make you calm and calm down, rather than saying demeaning stuff, or rather than pushing someone.
And let's just remember, like, children, words like that, the child will keep it forever. And honestly, I feel like it should be right now. One thing I would strive to make sure is that my children enjoy things that even I didn't enjoy. It's not like I suffered or anything when I was growing up. I just want to make that my children get to enjoy opportunities I did get.
You didn't get.
I want them to get it. So I'm working hard.
I appreciate parents now because they actually understood that. Especially my father now. He didn't have the kind of background we had, but he made sure that all his children had better backgrounds. So most parents really understand that now, that their children, you hear my mom say stuff like the whole stress and suffer I passed through when I was younger. One of my children will pass through it. I did this, and this. My children cannot do this. You have to go to school. You have to pass. When we're not even doing well, the encouragement is there with tears and all, just to push us to, achieve something. So that is just the way. You don't draw anybody back. You're not the one setting destiny. You're not the one setting life. So allow it to play out, but make sure you put your best, and you put your best with encouragement, not demeaning words, not words that can hurt and even be sent to the future to cause more havoc in the future of the child.
It is well, it is well. Let's just do better, let's do better. That's it for me. I'm good.
Let's comfort ourselves. Let's know what to say, when to say it. If you can't afford it, it's not bad. Just know how to express your mind, know how to express yourself. Don't always be angry. Like, some parents are always angry. So the moment anything comes up, they're already lashing out. Like, we are humans, we are not animals. So let's know how to treat ourselves like that. Humans. Parents, respect your children. Some parents don't want to hear.
The Bible says, parents, do not provoke your children. It says that the only part they remember is children obey their parents in the Lord. They don't see the not provoke your.
There's the next chapter after that. It is well, yeah. There's the next verse after that, but it is well, yeah. So, dear parents, we hope you've learned something today. Returning parents, we hope this was really sinking to you. And if you had that thought before of not providing adequately for your children when they need it the most,
Yeah.
please just cancel it. Get the thought now like this before you
Just try your best. Try your best.
Try your best. There's no harm in trying. There's really no harm in trying. Just try your best. And when you cannot provide, there are alternatives. There are other things you can do. Not every parent. See, if you provide everything your children want, 100%, you've not started life.
Yeah.
The moment your child asks, you're able to give. I'm not talking because you have money and stuff now, because life sometimes will not even be. It's not everything your children ask for you're going to give them, because some things are not even for the right time.
Yeah.
So you need to be able to understand that and use it to judge your parental journeys. We hope you enjoyed today's episode.
Yeah, I did.
I really did. I really love talking to you guys and sharing my experience. Until we come your way again next week, keep it locked with us. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to share this video. Drop your experiences. Drop your comments. Drop your ideas.
Yeah.
Open to every opinion you can get. Do you have questions? We are here to answer.
And if you have experiences, please share. Have you asked your parents for something that they could not afford? How did they handle it?
On you?
How did they handle it?
Were you happy afterwards? Were you really sad? Did you wish you didn't ask? We want to know. We love to know, and I'm sure viewers also love to know. So we come your way again next week. Bye for now.